And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, look at it. Check, 59. Blue down. Express.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get him. Check 43.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
That's it. 44 is the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 44.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Okay, break. 57, Mike, 57. You kidding me? He's not going to get me? Kill. Check the hot read. Now. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Shoot. Let happen.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Room here to run. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
59, bravo! Check, 59. Come on. Mike, check.
Back to throw here. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. They'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Third and base, let's go. Hey, check.
On 1st and goal, Washington. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Panthers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown.
That's a touchdown right there.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down, Green Bay.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hey, check Michael.
Throwing on second down. Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Newton trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. 2nd and 5. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And Adams has it, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the 2nd effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Newton on first down. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton eluding the pressure right. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this complete to Batson. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
It's a gain of 2.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play. They come out here in the eye. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This one taken from the 7. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Here we go. Check 59. Mike.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First down, Green Bay.
60 Pittsburgh. Switch up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now back to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Newton. Buying time to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. They find some open field here. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by one more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
no doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 20.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. This is Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
He's still
And that's complete to Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on... No matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Come on. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. 44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike. Check.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
From the gun, Newton flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go.
And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Eluding the press. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Check.